Welcome to Random as Thoughts.
where thoughts are as random as the rolling of the dice.
This is a good one. Yeah.
Mathematical.
So, welcome to episode 8 of Random as Thoughts. Our podcasts are exactly what it sounds like. We indulge in honest conversation, random ideas, and unfiltered thoughts.
Before we dive in, a quick reminder. You can listen to our podcast while running, walking, working out, cooking, or even during a commute. So make us part of your everyday routine.
And if you're watching us, get comfortable, grab something to eat and drink, and come hang out with us.
If what we say resonates with you, please subscribe to our channel Kaleidopinwheel and tune into more conversations like these.
A quick recap of what happened in last week's episode. We delved into some of our personality traits that defined us 10 years ago, which might not reflect of how we are today. Please do watch that episode. I'll leave the link somewhere
Somewhere up
here.
here.
So please do also show some love, and please do also let us know in the comments if you could relate to it, or some what are some of your traits that you overcame and that doesn't define you as a person today. And in today's episode,
Today's episode, we are going to discuss what broke that version of us, the fears, the beliefs, and the whole shebang. I would like to ask you actually.
mhm.
So last time you mentioned that you were a big oversharer. I mean, even I am, and I was, and I am. But in your case, how did you start thinking how to bring that down? What led to it? Any incident, or was it a gradual thing? One fine day you realized, just out of the blue, and you just thought, let me work on it, kind of thing.
Well, it was a gradual thing for sure,
Hmm.
because these kind of personality traits or these kind of things are not something that we can quickly change or can be changed in a day or two. But I think the turning point, I would say, was a incident that happened in my workplace. So I I don't want to get into the whole details, but because it's in the past and I don't want to delve into that more. So the gist is that there was a situation where I should not have been in. It was none of my business, but I still was. And basically, it just made me a huge villain. I was very naive, and I did not know any better, and I was being stupid at the time. And well, that led to that was like a domino effect, because that led to a whole lot of issues, and it broke a lot of friendships. So to till this date, I don't like thinking about that incident, and I want to let it go. So that's why I don't want to get into the details and everything, but that particular incident actually changed
Hmm.
the way I thought. The information that should be shared should be limited. Like, it's not necessary that everyone knows everything, because to be honest, I did what I did out of friendship. I
Hmm.
did not mean to hurt anyone. I did not mean to break anyone's trust, but in the process, it happened. And of course, I don't want to give any justifications, and I don't want to be like, oh, it was not my fault or anything. It's The moral of the story is, it was none of my business. I should have just shut up. Okay. So anyway, that particular incident actually changed a lot of things in my head. So that basically was a turning point for me, and I acknowledged that this is a trait that I need to take back control over, because I think it's very innocent. I thought it was very innocent, but it was not.
Hmm.
It hurt a lot of people. It hurt me as well in the process. So yeah.
Is this kind of a situation where you started the situation, or
No,
situation?
I did
Ah,
not start it, but I should not even have passed it on, or I should not have added fuel to the fire. That's what I think. But again, I did not do it as an intention to, you know, cause
Hurt
a
someone.
rift or hurt anyone. It was just out of friendship. At least it was for me.
Mm.
But yeah, that just backfired, and I was like, not anymore. Shut up. That's it. So yeah, that actually changed a lot in me because I lost a lot of friendship over that. Lot of friends and lot of good connection over that one incident, but it also showed me what true friendship is and what is not. And also it showed me that it's okay to make flaws. You're human after all. Not everyone is perfect. So yeah, that was the incident.
Oh,
Not proud of, but it did change me.
it did happen.
Yeah. So what about you? Are there things or personality traits that you have grown out of, or worked on very consciously because of an incident or something?
Hmm. Grown out of. I'm a banyan tree now because I've grown. There was so much growth. I mean, still growing. For starters, remember I told about the benefit of doubt part that I used to give people a lot of benefit
Yeah.
of doubt.
Mm.
There was a situation back in my college during graduation that has happened that we had a good big group, and you know it's like you have this group, you know that they are all friends, you consider them all friends,
Mm.
and then you get to know, oh, they never considered you a friend. They
Mm.
always just want not use you per se, but then you have some kind of utility and it just goes on, right?
Mm.
Something happened wherein I became the, how do you say, balika bakra. I got trapped,
Okay.
not in a bad way kind of thing. Mistakes happened, and apparently everybody started pointing fingers at me that I was the one who did it.
Okay.
In hindsight, I mean, FYI, I was not even there that day.
Okay.
I just got to know about this, and I all I did was talk to people. What happened? Who is it? Oh, I think we should talk to them. And suddenly, what happened was the person who was trying to bring the group back together became the villain.
Ah, okay.
And it's like you talk to everybody, you try to make them understand. Okay, we have to come together. And in the end, what happens is everybody goes against you.
Mm.
And I could say that that day I lost around 6 or 7 friends.
Mm.
But good thing was, after that I never looked back at them.
Mm.
I've seen them on the way and all that. I just stopped believing in their existence. I became them atheists.
Mm.
So that happened. So yeah, but then it took me some time to come out of it, to even realize the mistake that where it went, because I was still trusting people a lot. But
Mm.
then yeah, I think the giving benefit of doubt came down a little.
Mm.
And like they say, the rest is history, and here I am. That's one example. Another example I would give is the one I talked about, being the employee. Your superiors or others can just say anything, and you can just keep quiet, okay, fine, and all that.
Mm. So you being a pushover kind of
Pushover,
thing.
yeah,
Mm.
at least at the workplace.
Yeah.
So 2016, like I said, I joined a new workplace. I got new friends, etc., and all that. They were people who used to tease me,
Mm.
but everything was in a very good way, where there was never personal attacks.
Mm.
There was an issue where something happened, and one particular superior was very, there's a very rude to me,
Mm-hmm.
in a very very bad way.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not getting that particular word, but let's just be a little sober and say bad,
Mm-hmm.
in a very bad way. And I remember many of them actually saying this, at the end of the day, you don't have to listen to her that much.
Mm.
Okay, she doesn't have the right to say that and all that. So if you have not done anything wrong, hold your ground, stand your ground. That's it.
Yeah.
It is not that just because the person is a superior, you have to listen to anything and everything that they say.
Mm-hmm.
Stand up for what is right,
Yeah.
at least for yourself,
Mm.
and then only then you can stand up for the others. For others, you are an HR, so blah blah. So yeah, I was like, okay, here it was not through experience, it was more like through advice,
Mm.
because I started seeing that others are not doing what I do.
Mm.
They are all like, we will stand up to you. You are a bully, and we are not going to stoop down to your level,
Mm.
but we'll find our own level where we will not neither harm you, nor are we going to harm ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, oh, so I started taking that way. But then again, I'm not saying I'm free of that ailment.
Mm.
Still went on. Let's just say I started becoming pushovers to lateral people.
One step down.
One step down, yeah. Many steps down, but at the same step, kind of
Yeah.
thing. So that's one. That's the second one. And third is not believing everything that people say.
Mm.
I know it started with my mom.
But that was very innocent. Like she didn't mean to or intend to
Yeah, no,
be
no,
like,
agreed. But the
yeah.
thing is, that started with my mom,
Mm.
and then I have been doing that with people everywhere.
Mm.
They say something stupid, and I'm like, oh, maybe they are right,
Mm.
and I go and do it,
Yeah.
or I believe it.
Yeah.
I mean, they used to call it a prank. I mean, the after effect did not feel like a prank. The consequences of that,
Too trusting.
too trusting. Yeah.
Mm.
So I started trusting people with a pinch of salt.
Mm.
In some cases, for some people, with a bowl or a truckload of salt. So yeah.
Yeah.
So now the only person I fully 100% believe and trust is you.
So you said that in the previous episode, you mentioned that you had faced issues where you were fat shamed or
Mm.
you were color shamed or
Mm.
something like that. How did you overcome that? Or did you, um, was there any incident that actually hurt you a lot?
Hmm. I mean, so there's no particular incident. It was like gradually I started giving people back.
Mm.
And one of the incidents I can remember, a person who was actually fatter than me called me a fatso,
Mm-hmm.
moto.
Mm.
And I was like, dude, come on. Like, you are literally a globe. And I'm not fat shaming you. But the point is, you are fat shaming me. We are supposed to be in the same boat.
This reminds me actually, I remember my English teacher, she was teaching us superlative degree, comparative and superlative
The
degree.
fourth standard.
Yeah. And she was giving us examples. So let's say tall, taller, tallest, short, shorter, shortest. And then comes the obvious fat, fatter, fattest. And then she picks three children from the class,
Mm-hmm.
and I was the fattest.
Mm.
There was another girl who was fatter, and then there was another girl who was fat. And then she made a stand in front of the class, and then she said, so what are they? And the whole class said, fat, fatter, fattest. I like, I don't have many memories from my primary school, like first through fourth standard, but this is one incident that I will never forget. Like she could have given so many examples of superlative and comparative degrees. I didn't understand why she felt the need to pick three children from the class
Mm.
and then make them stand and then make the whole class yell
Mm.
what are the degrees of
Mm.
comparison. That incident actually, like, I did not like, it was not like something bothered me to the core that I was like, oh, crying and all that. No, as I told earlier, I was in a bubble, so it didn't really matter.
But that was very toxic.
Yeah, I mean, that to me did not um like, to me, I don't feel that was a good teaching method. Like she could have also said fat, fatter, fattest without having three people stand there or something like that. She could have shown any other example, like anything, like any other example would have worked. I don't know why she felt the need to pick three children and do that.
Yeah. I think that is one of the
So
one part of our, I mean, at least our generation's teachers. that they don't care. We are here to teach. Your confidence comes from you. We don't mind even if your confidence comes goes down. Let's insult you, kind of thing.
I don't think she meant it as an insult also. Like maybe in her head,
Hmm.
she was actually like showing or like teaching children by showing them, okay, what are the
Hmm.
examples? Just imagine, like me, I was fine. But this I remember though very evidently, but I'm okay with it. But imagine children who would feel so bad. Like the
Yeah.
whole class, like there are 72 people all yelling at you, fat, fatter, fattest, and then
72?
yeah, there were 72 people in our class. So I was like, that's not good. Like now when I look back, I'm like, that's not good. That was not a great way of teaching, comparative and superlative degrees. But yeah, I mean, that's
Hmm.
not the first time I'm being called fat or anything. But I think um, there was like a few years where actually I felt like I was fat. As I mentioned in the earlier video, I never really, I was never really bothered by my weight or my size or how I looked or anything, because to me, I was like, oh, beautiful.
मैं तो अपनी ही पढ़ी हूँ.
So that never really bothered me. But then there was a few years where actually it did bother me, like when people started pointing out, okay, you have fat arms, you have fat thighs, this and that. And then it's like it led to a point where I stopped eating food,
Hmm.
which was not that great because then it affected my immunity. And then and the consequences, then you get ill and everything. So I think after I got married, I
Hmm.
think I snapped out of it and I was like, yes, I want to be healthy. Yes, I want to be fit. Yes, I want to increase my immunity, my stamina, my strength. But no, I'm not going to give in to others' opinion of what is,
How you should look
yeah,
like.
how I should look like or what defines me. But that doesn't mean that I'm promoting obesity or anything. No, not at all. We need to be like, especially for women, we need to have bone strength and all of that. That's very very important, and I'm also someone who is working towards it. But that doesn't mean that comes attached with a tag of self confidence.
Yeah.
Self worth and self confidence is not attached to this. That's something very separate and needs to be worked on very separately, and this is something that needs to be worked on separately.
Just watching
This
your health, right?
exactly. So being fit and healthy is my choice, and I want to do it for myself, not for anyone else,
Hmm.
like not anyone else. So this learning came with a lot of experience. Like I had to go through a period of feeling bad about myself to snap out of it and come and then work towards a goal.
Hmm.
So yeah.
I remember two of the instances that has happened. So most of my life was in northern part of India.
Mm.
So Kaluram was normal.
Oh yeah.
So and I was like, okay, okay. And it's not like I was the only person who was that because I was the only South Indian in
Mm.
the class.
Yeah.
And like there was, I was not sad. Why is he calling me? Or why is not that person being called? Nothing like that. Okay. But then it was more of a. I mean, that the color shaming and all that, I think I grew out of it way earlier.
Mm.
I used to feel bad at times,
Yeah.
but then I grew out of it way earlier. Then fat shaming took me some time. I still remember high school.
Mm.
This guy calls me fat, something about me being fat. I was like, dude, you look malnutrition. And I didn't, and to be honest, that's the first time because I dad did not remember where that came from.
Mm.
I was like, oh, that's good. Giving someone back.
Feels good.
Yeah. Like, dude, you're malnutritioned. Okay. You should be calling me fat. You should be eating something. You should be taking some advice from me to how to have a better health. That and then college life was answer Dev Dhanadhan
Mm.
age.
Yeah.
So I went to this classes first year. I made couple of friends and all that. So there, when you're in class and all that, you have this stupid, let's create rumors. So there was a rumor that I liked a girl.
Okay.
To be honest, I didn't even know her name.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, there was so many girls जो अपने में रहते हैं. I'm such a queen kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
My only good friends were the one sitting on my left and on the right. That's it.
Okay.
So this happened, and one of the two friends, we were sitting at the back, and so apparently, so I was like, I knew about the rumor. I'm like, I don't care. Go on. I don't care. I mean, I know I don't have that intention towards that girl, especially I don't know her.
Mm.
She called me Hapshi.
Hapshi.
Hmm.
Okay.
I did not know what it means.
Then it's fine.
No,
It's fine.
I actually have like, oh, okay. What does that mean? Like, somebody who eats a lot like crazy and all that. Well, like, and the second question was not like, oh, so she's fat shaming. No, my second question, when did she see me eating? I don't even bring my food here because morning class. After
Mm.
that, you just go back home, and then I'll have my breakfast. Right? I'm like,
Yeah.
she did not even see me eating. How does she know how I eat and or how much I eat?
Please get your facts correct.
Exactly.
If you're going to call me Hapshi,
Hmm.
at least get your facts right.
I was like, then no, basically what तुझे बोल रही है that you're fat and you eat like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh.
Did not get
And
that.
by that time, I already knew her name.
Okay.
I was like, hey, not naming her. Hey, yeah. I'm like, तेरे घर का थोड़ी खाता हूँ. Just for that, I actually asked what all this is. And I think she did not understand the context because the Hapshi thing was she told about me 2 days earlier or something.
Okay.
I got to know that day because we don't have classes on Saturday and Sunday.
Mm.
This was a Monday, I guess, around that time.
Yeah, yeah.
I got to know, like, and I think she didn't understand, but dil ko thandak I got. So yeah.
Yeah, but I think there are many people who are bothered by us not being bothered by their comments.
Yeah. I know.
You know, have you also faced those?
Yes.
Like, yeah, because for me, it was always like if someone calls me a moti, and I'm like, okay, so, and then they're very offended because I'm not offended. So I am like, so who is this comment for? Like, who are you trying to please here? Your own, you know, little ego, or is it like truly you wanted to feel that if I call that person some name, that will make me feel better? Like, what was it? Like, I did not understand. So it like for me, it sounds very funny that you are offended because I am not offended. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, college, I remember, everybody used to say, this girl won't like you, that girl won't like you.
Mm.
I was like, why? Because you're fat and you're dark.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, I don't care. I don't like her either. I'm like, you don't like me, I don't like you, kind of thing. So I have seen. So there was this girl. She asked me, "What is तूने ऐसा ये किया या कौन सा ये किया?" मैं like, and my answer is नहीं, वो कर ही रहा हूँ. And she's offended. You answered my question, but you did not answer for the motive thing. So that kept on going because she wanted kind of a, you know, he has
Some
to
reaction.
some reaction.
Some reaction to it.
And
Yeah.
one of my classmates, a friend, he came with his theory. She likes you. I'm like,
This is that logic. Like if someone is pulling your
I,
pigtails,
yeah,
that person likes you
yeah.
or
I'm like,
something.
so my point is, what is that logic? I'm like, that's why she keeps on calling you mote mote. I'm like, wow, that. And my whole point is, that's a very toxic relationship. I get into a relationship, I'm going to have Stockholm syndrome or something. I'm like, what does that mean? I'm like, that's why she's keeping on. She's wanting a reaction from you, so that this happens or not.
Mm.
I'm like, oh my god, we first years are so jobless in our life that we are going to make theories out of this. Yeah, I mean, I didn't go and ask, is this the reason and all that. I didn't go and ask. I just ignored it. Who cares?
Yeah, that's the best answer I would say.
Mm.
Like ignore. You do not exist. So then what are you going to do? Like what are you going to do to get my reaction?
Yeah. I think going forward after that, that stopped affecting me.
Mm.
But yeah, I would still say that it still affects me if someone close to me says that, and I'm like, dude, not expected from you.
Mm.
That happens. Random people or somebody else, just some acquaintance, I don't care.
I
So,
think, yeah, growing out of it means the same, like
yeah.
being less bothered by what others have to say about you
Mm.
or your appearance or
Mm.
something like that. Especially the color. That's not something in your hands,
I
right?
know.
You cannot change anything about it. Like, okay, being fat, I understand to some extent it is in our hands. Like, we can work on it, we can work on ourselves, work out more, eat healthy, and stuff like that. But color, these color, height, these things are not in our hands,
Mm.
so there's nothing we can do about it. So the only thing we can do is not being bothered by
Mm.
it. If someone is that vain that they cannot see a person past their color,
Mm.
then I think that person doesn't deserve to know you as well.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't make any sense to try and convince that person to
Yeah.
be your close friend or something like that. So,
Yeah. So yeah, life has been very weird.
but these are all experiences that make us grow as a person as
Agreed.
well, right? That
Yeah.
exactly what it does, because these are the things then you wouldn't do to some other person, because you know the feeling firsthand and you wouldn't want to hurt
Mm.
anyone else, or would want anyone else to go through the same
Mm.
situation what you went through.
Yeah.
So that makes you, I'm not saying it makes you the best person, but
Mm.
then it makes you a better version of yourself, like
Mm.
you empathy.
Mm.
This is exactly what it
Mm.
is, cultivating empathy within you for
Yeah.
others, and being aware of others emotions and feelings
Mhm.
and have that connect. So
Yeah, true. No, I remember again, once I started job and all that, a guy in my PG actually called me mote. And I was like, dude, you're fat too. Okay. And I was like, yes, always remember that. Only us fat people can call each other fat people. Outsiders are not allowed in this club. You also call me back.
but I have seen people endearingly call each other mote or moti
Ah,
or
yeah.
fatso or whatever.
As long as the person who's being called has allowed it,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. That's okay.
Hmm.
That's between you and your friends
Yeah.
or whoever is calling you. But yeah, in general,
Yeah, but this guy was not a friend. It was just an acquaintance I have seen
okay.
in the PG. I'm like, dude, what do you mean? And I was like, yes, we fat people should unite. We are in the same club. Only we can call each other fat. Nobody else can.
Wow.
I'm like, how do you react to that now? This way, he's just trying to increase camaraderie, kind of thing. Yeah, I
Yeah.
still don't know his name. I don't think I asked him ever. But yeah, so I think we can wrap it up for today.
Yeah, we can. So let us know, how did you like the video? Were there any moments or parts of the video that you could relate to, or were there any incidences that you faced in your life which was very similar to what we faced?
Yeah.
Do let us know in the comments.
And if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel Kaleidopinwheel. It's a small click for you, but a huge boost for us.
So give this video a big fat thumbs up, and see you in the next video next Wednesday. Until then, bye. Random as Thoughts is a podcast on Kaleidopinwheel created by Keerthy and Govind.
We release new episodes every Wednesday.
If this episode made you feel seen, share it with someone who might relate.
And subscribe if you'd like to hear more. It's a small click for you, a big win for us.
See you next Wednesday.